Hi, boys and girls. We're working on the number 8 this week. Okay, this is our third day that we're working on 8, so we're going to be doing all the different ways to make 8. Okay, so we can use our fingers. We could start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry about that. I better put this down. 6, 7, 8. 5 on one hand and 3 on the other. Or we could switch that around. I could put 3 on this side and 5 on this side. That's another way to make 8. Can you think of another way? What if we put 1, 2, 3, 4 over here, and I want to keep my thumb down. I don't want to put it up. So if I have 4 on one side, how many do I need over here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 and 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's more ways too, but that's probably it, how the ways we can do with using our fingers. Okay, so what I want to do is we're going to do a little number talks on how many different ways we can make 8, and we're going to start with blues. Actually, I wrote red down first, so today we're switching it up. I'm trying to go back and forth because it doesn't really matter, but we're going to start with the reds. Okay, now what I think I want to do is I'm going to turn this way, boys and girls, because we've been doing the 10 frame horizontally. That means across. But on the last page we do in the packet every week, it has a 10 frame going like this, vertical, right? Up and down the tall way, like a tower. And it doesn't matter, it's still a 10 frame, right? So we're gonna start with how many red. Now I know you see the red here, but how many red in the 10 frame? 0. We're gonna go, we have 0 red plus how many blues? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All together, we have 8. Okay, I'm going to take one of the blues away and replace it with a red. And because I started with red, now I'm going to write, now I have 1 red. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blues. But do I still have 8, boys and girls? Yes, I do. Okay, we still have 5 on this side and 3 on this side. Just like I did with my fingers, still makes 8. Okay, I'm going to take away a blue and put another red. Now I have how many reds? 2 reds, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blues equals, we still have 8. Now, boys and girls, you are welcome to get out your 5 frame. Here, I have it right here on the floor. You are welcome to get out your 5 frame and do this along with me and use your counters. You don't have blue and red counters, you have red and yellow, but you could do this with me and do all the different ways to make 8, or you can just watch. All right, I'm going to take this one and replace it with a red. Now I've got 1, 2, 3 reds plus, and we can tell. Can you tell how many there are without counting them? 1 whole side's filled up, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got to get used to seeing that, huh? Because we're used to seeing it across. Okay, we still have 8. We still have 5 over here and 3 over here. All right, I think I'll start back at the top now and go like this. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 red and 4 blue. 4 plus 4. That was the way we made it on our fingers just a few minutes ago. I'm going to take another blue away, replace it with a red. And now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reds and 1, 2, 3 blues. Look, that's just the opposite, okay? We did 3 plus 5 is 8. Now we just flipped those numbers around and did 5 plus 3 is 8. Okay, now I'm going to take another blue one away, replace it with a red. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reds, and we can say and, or we can say plus 2 blues. That's another way to make 8. I'm going to take another blue away. Now how many reds do we have? Almost all of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 reds plus 1 blue. Still makes 8. And the last way, of course, is we started out with 0 reds, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 reds, and now we have 0 blues. So these two here are opposites, aren't they? This one and this one are opposites. 0 and 8 is 8, and 8 plus 0 is 8. Okay, now you can come up with all those ways by putting 8 in your cup and shaking them. It just sometimes takes a while when you do it that way because sometimes it keeps landing on the same thing, right? Every time you roll it, it might land on the same one. So then you have to just use your hands and kind of flip them over. Okay, so those are all the ways that we made 8. Give me a second. I'm going to very carefully move this down because I don't want to mess up my phone and have it shut off and stop on me. Ooh, there we go. I think we're good. Okay, so I've got my packet. We've been working on this for the last few days. Remember, you're going to find it in your yellow folder. And we've already done, if you haven't followed along this week, we've already done the whole packet. We are on the second to the last page, the one that looks like this. This is the one where we get to spell the word 8. Give me a second. I'm going to flip this light on. It's kind of hard for you guys to see the page. Is that better? I hope. It's so hard to get the lighting right. We need to do these in a professional studio, right? This is just my office, my plain old office. All right, I'm going to write my name. This is J. I'm going to trace my 8s, and then I'm going to make some. Touch the top, around to the middle, and down to the bottom. So again, we start with an S. Do not stop. Close up the bottom, close up the top. So we want your 8s to touch the top, the middle, and the bottom. I think I have room for 3. Now I'm going to spell that word. Remember when we first did the number talks, we said it is really funny. If I was going to sound out the word 8, I would think it would start with an A, right? 8. But it starts with E-I-G-H-T. I'm going to put my finger space down. E-I-G-H-T. And I don't think I have room. Even if I try, I don't want to squash it. So 1 time is enough. Now these are seahorses. We're going to color 8. Now be careful because sometimes kids are coloring and they forget to count. So let's count them first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10. So please don't color them all. I'm going to color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to leave 2 of them. I've got my crayon seahorses. What color are seahorses? I'm not sure. I think they come in different colors. So I'm going to color mine green. So I like to trace around things. You know what? Tell you what, boys and girls, I'm going to color those later because I want to take my time. Now, fill in the 10 frame. You don't have to shake the counters here. On this one, let's just fill it in. And fill it in would be, you can either color 5, 6, 7, 8 like you do on those seesaw pages, or you could draw circles. You can even draw stars if you want. I think I'm going to try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I drew 8 stars. I filled up the top row, which is 5, and then 3 on the bottom. Okay, now we're going to search for 8s. Okay, here's 1. I'm just going to find 1 for now. Okay, just be careful. This is not 8. I see an 8, but there's a 1 in front of it. That one's actually a teen number. That's 18. So go through and find your 8s. All right, and we're going to go to the second page. Now, this is the one I always say this is the hardest page that we have in the whole packet, right? Because there's a number bond. We have to do greater and smaller, which we've really been working hard on that now. So I'm going to write my name real quick. You guys are getting lots of practice with these packets, aren't you? Now, we're about ready to then go back to the Go Math also. We'll start chapter 3, and that's going to be doing numbers 6 through 10. So we're going to kind of switch off now that we have both. I'm going to make a whole row of 8s, touch the top, the middle, and bottom. Okay, now you can't really do this until you do your number line. And remember, we start all the way down to the bottom with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't make your numbers too big or else they won't fit on each little step. 7, 8. When you get to 8, circle it. Okay, so now I started with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 and 10. It says to find a number that's greater than 8, bigger than. Now, when we started down here, we had lots of numbers that were bigger, but now that we're on 8, we only have 2 that are larger or bigger than 8. Now, I know you could write 15 or 20 or 50, but I really want you to just stick with these numbers, okay? So you can either write 9 or 10. I'm going to put a 9 here. Find a number that's smaller than 8. Now you have lots of choices. because we're getting so high on the ladder that most of the numbers are below. I'm just going to put 4. You don't have to put the same thing as me. All right, we've got a box to draw 8 things. I know something that would be great, but it might take a while. A spider. We did those on Zoom. I'm going to draw eyes and a mouth and 8. The reason I chose spiders is because spiders have 8 legs. I'm going to put 4 on the left, 4 on the right. Okay, I will go back and draw 8, but for now I just want to draw 1 so you can see it. Okay, now on this one, we've got the 10 frame that's turned, instead of having it this way, it's turned up like this. And I need to count 8 in my cup again. I had these here yesterday, but I must have taken them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I know we did this for the fish page, but I want you to do it again because I want you to be able to see that there's more than one way, right? I'm going to shake, shake, shake. If I remember right, the last time I got 5 reds and 3 yellow. Yeah, I remember I did. Ooh, did I get the same thing? I did. You know what, just to make it different, I'm going to flip one of those over, okay? Just so I don't have the same thing as I did last time. This time I'm going to get 4 reds and 4 yellows. They don't quite fit on here, so I'm just going to put them side by side, okay? And I want you guys to see that. That one is 4 red plus 4 yellow equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Normally we would fill up the top row, but I wanted you to see how those were equal, 4 and 4. And then I'm going to put this back down and we're going to do our number bond. Okay, 4 plus 4 equals 8. Okay, 4 plus 4 equals 8. Now, normally we would just flip these two numbers around, right? Okay, oh, I have to go back and color that too. But if we flip it around, it's going to be 4 plus 4 again. So how about I just shake one more time so I can get another one. Hey, boys and girls, you know what? Those all fell on the floor. I don't want to pick them up. Do you remember the one from up there? I'm going to just turn around and peek. I'm going to do the 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3 equals 8. Now, if you end up getting this first, like 5 plus 3, you can just flip it around. 5 plus 3, 3 plus 5. Okay, and then I'll go back and color those. I ended up with 4 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 yellows. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to color all those in. I will color my little guy with the kite. Oh, I think last time we did this, I forgot to tell you about the ladybugs again, but you guys know because we've been doing these pages for a while, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ladybugs. I can color this, I can color these, and I will go ahead and add my 8 spiders. And we are all done. And we are done with the whole packet, aren't we? Hey, good job, you guys. We are moving on in math.